Hi guys, let me know when you join. We are live now. We are live. I hope you can hear me. If you can hear me, please, as soon as you join, let me know. I'm trying to clean my eye because I had eyelashes and they weren't looking good, so I had to take them off. Please, when you join, let me know if you can hear me. If I am hearable, I would like to know. If I am hearable, I would like to know. Can you hear me? Can you hear me, please? Please let me know if you can hear me. Do you kind of drone live chat or messages are okay. All right. Let me know. Can you hear me? Hi Jenny. Can you hear me, please? Share the link. Share the link so that I can start the live story. I want to start the live story, and what I'm doing, I had some fake eyelashes. That's what I'm trying to wipe out because I figured out I cannot start them. Dikota kohana no. Oh yeah. So guys, can you hear me? Okay. Jen Mungai, thank you so much for confirming that. Guys, I have a story and I want you to share the link so that I can start the story. I posted on my YouTube channel. I said I'm gonna be here to talk about love conmen. Someone asked me a while back to speak about why, if it is possible to ship a love or to ship someone from another country to America. Yes, it is possible, but the conmanship that comes with it is very dangerous. Very dangerous. And today I'm going to give you my personal story. I want us to share like real life experiences about being conned love. Aisha Nui. Metro. That is how I had someone call them. Yes, love conmanship is real. It is real, especially here in America. I know it is something that is going on in the entire world. Like it is very hard to love. Nowadays, it is very hard to love because people are crazily out there trapping serious people. That's why you keep on asking, hey, kwa nini una mtu? Why don't you have a person? For what? Sometimes you are like, I would rather be by myself because I know I am safe. Because at the same time, it is very dangerous out there. There are so many diseases, but people don't care. People don't care. I was being dated. We were being dated 3 people at a go by one person. 3 people at a go by one person. And this is a person who is all over social media posting scriptures because people hide behind the word of God. Most of the biggest criminals are people who talk about God. People only talk about God, but they don't know him. They don't know him. And whenever you will hear any person tell you, oh, let us keep our relationship private because you know people out there. Yeah, see, I was cleaning this one because it had a fake eyelash. This one too does, but I removed them. I cannot start them. So, people out there, when someone tells you, oh, let us keep our relationship private, that is another color. The reason why you are being told you keep your relationship private because people out there are evil. It is not because people out there are evil. It is because that particular person is evil. He is a cheater or she is a cheater. There is nothing like protecting our relationship from the public. He cannot post you. You cannot talk anything about him. It is private. Ask yourself why. And I will never ever again entertain someone who says, let us keep our relationship private. Imagine we were being dated. 3 people at a go. 3. That is a criminal. That is not even, that is a criminal. That is someone who is supposed to be behind the bars because they are a criminal. I had a guest. If you are able to see this, I sent you the link. Please join the live video. Just request and then I'm going to let you in. That is a criminal person. And how did I come to know? First of all, if you are dating someone and you see red flags, never ignore them. Mine were not just red flags. They were billboards. Billboards. Complete billboards on Thika Road. Along the Pagani. You know where they put the billboard and everybody can see from the other side of the road? Mine were billboards. Never ever agree to let us keep our relationship private. No. No for me. It is a no. If you love me, then it has to be public. I have to show the rest of the girls that you are my personal person. So that if you are still their personal person, we can discuss about it and know who is the main and who gotta go. So this guy had the audacity to date 3 of us. 3 guy. Guy more than 3 people. So here's the story. The reason as to why I dropped him is because I got to know. And I don't talk about my personal life, but this guy deserves to be hanged like this. He deserves to be screamed. He deserves to be screamed. In one occasion, he would go for work training. And in this work training, the guy is very active on Facebook. He is responding to every cohesion, every post of girls. He is very active there. Very active. If you ever see a guy who only comments on women and most of the following, he follows women everywhere. And all his friends are women. And you be told, oh, that's a family friend. I even know the daughters. I even know the sons. It is not family friend. It is family friend. So this guy went for a job training. And the job training, I was wondering, is it a Facebook training? Because this person, the entire 3 days, it was on a weekend. The entire 3 days, he is on Facebook, very active, but he is on training, job training. And it is something, a job that is serious, and I don't expect him to be on Facebook. But he cannot call me. Why? Because he is surrounded by people that he wouldn't want to know he has someone. You see how we are played. He doesn't want to text. He only want to text, but he cannot pick up calls because he's in a job training. This job training ends at a certain time, like 4. He is free from 4, but still he cannot communicate. He cannot call you. Why? Negezaria. This is someone who is playing with your mind. That was a big billboard for me. And I was like, wow, you went for a job training. And this is a very serious training, but it allows you to be on Facebook 24/7. 24/7, but you cannot pick up my calls. You cannot pick up my call. You cannot even call me when you go to sleep. That is a billboard, not a red flag. Fast forward. The other thing, he went somewhere for to attend to a certain party. It was involving a close member of his family. So he cannot talk. Why? Because the people who were supposed to attend the party are friends. The friends. This is a person who is capable of hiding you like drugs. He can even expose drugs more than he can expose you. He doesn't want nobody to know that he is dating. Why? Because he has like 10 of them. We were 3. Adwatatu guy. 3 people. Guy. He is a dangerous speech. He is. So, he goes to this party. In fact, he was the host. He was the host. And he was expecting a lot of people to come attend to the party. But imagine He is dating you, but he cannot call you because he is very busy, very busy. And the person who is very busy is also capable of having time to go to the gym, but he is very busy such that he cannot be able to call you. Why? Because he's surrounded by people that he don't want to know he is dating. Why? Nege that, yeah. He is also dating them. He is also dating them. Number 3 thing, this guy gets off from work on a Thursday evening. He gets off on off work, and then we talk through the text, and he tells me he's going home. He's off work. He gets off on Thursday. The rest of the weekend he's free. This guy, I had come from the hospital, so I wasn't feeling well. I had my tooth removed, and it was very, very much painful. So I talked to him like an hour later. He is not responding, yet he went home. He got off work, he went home. And I know his schedule, which I don't even think it's true anymore, because he is a pathological liar. So he goes home, and I tried to text him. He cannot respond. Why? I don't know. I am sick, he knows that, but he's not responding to my text, and I tell him I'm going to sleep. This is a long distance relationship. The reason as to why I say I cannot date someone I cannot be able to see every day. Here, hapa kwa hapa. And that's why I hate to respond to DMs, especially if you are far from me. I don't do that. No. They have already, don't even talk about a heartbreak. Mine is not even a heartbreak. It is heartbreak plus kidney break plus small intestines break plus everything else, plus my knees, plus everything. If I'm dating you in a long distance relationship, I better give you my todongwa, my ankles. And I am very, very careful even to give you my ankles. You might also affect my walking style. I am not. This guy goes home. He is not communicating, and he's not communicating the same week I was with him, and he didn't say or mention that he is having some guest over the weekend. Huh? So the guest is a group of women. A group of women, and this guy is the very holy one on Facebook, posting scriptures. Oh my God, this guy is holy, but you will never ever see him post a lady that he is dating. Why? Because he is dating 3 more. 3 more. That is how dangerous he is. So he is hosting some ladies from out of state. And I don't know, I was there. He cannot even talk about it. He cannot even let me know. One thing I know, if you are dating someone and you still have secrets that you have to hide from them, you are cheating, nothing else. Unachapa umalaya. That is the truth. And truth be told, the world has become very, very crazy such that it can normalize. It's normalizing lust and other hateful and other distasteful things, which are not, you are just complicating. You are complicating your what? Your generation. Sexual sin is not something that you actually sin against God. Yes, you do in the long last, but you mostly sin against your own body and against your offspring. This guy brought in women in his house, a house I had cleaned. Oh, oh, I can't. I can't. No. He brings in women in the house. I was with him for a few days before then, and he didn't say anything. He didn't mention anything about he's having a company over the weekend. And this company is not just a company. It is someone. It is someone he is dating. Yani tunadetiwa 3 people at a go by one person. And he's not even that. There is nothing. There is nothing special about him. Let me clear this. There is nothing special about him. It is just a person who is very hypocritical, who can be able to come and represent himself to him or present himself to you as a very calm soul. Very calm soul. Very calm soul. A very calm soul, but is a dangerous hypocrite. And I'm still waiting for the guest. Guest, where are you? I haven't seen you requesting. If you can request, I can let you in. A very dangerous speech. And people like this, they need to be put out there, because you don't know how bad you can ruin someone's life. The good thing about me is that I am very close to God, and God revealed this to me even before it happened. I saw it. I saw this. God revealed this to me. And guys, always pay attention to the spiritual world. Life is very spiritual. God will always communicate with you, especially when you are sleeping. Never ever ignore anything, any dream that you see when you are sleeping. Please never ignore it, because I saw this and I told him, I saw something. I saw something and I knew it is coming to pass. Thank you, God, because he can show me. He already showed me. And I told him, I am feeling something awkward, very awkward. Very awkward. And God showed me there was another woman involved in this. Clearly, because I had a dream. This was the dream. Let me talk about it. I saw myself. I was going to sleep. I was going to bed. I don't know what I was doing. I was finishing some work. And then when I was going to bed, I found him and another woman by the side. So when I was attempting to get into bed, I saw another woman. That is how clear the dream was. God can be very clear, very clear, very clear. If we can pay attention to the spiritual world, life is spiritual. Damaris Wairimo, I can relate. Wangu wa kanisa married and we are still dating. My friend, it is very dangerous out there. Whenever you date someone, muweke kwa status, tumuone, so that we can be able to confirm if he is also our personal person. This guy went home, picked up the gang from the airport, and now he cannot talk to me because he already has 3 women. 3. Atatotota tomoderu. Guy, fear men. Fear some people. And I know this happens also with women. There are women who like double dealing men. I'm that type of a person. I can only deal with one person at a time. One person at a time. And let me tell you, it can take me so long to be able to trust someone. Why? Because people have presented themselves out there like people who cannot be trusted at all. If you see this kind of a person, they are more dangerous than people who murder people, who kill people. This is more and worse than a murderer. Paying attention to the spiritual world. Yes, the spiritual world talks. We are made of 3. We are made of 3. That is the mind, soul, and the physical. Mind, soul, and the physical. Soul is the spirit. If you don't pay attention to what happens to you, to your dreams when you are sleeping, if you don't pay attention to the patterns that repeat themselves in your life, imagine the spiritual world speaks. And it speaks to you when you are sleeping. I saw clearly I'm being double-dealed, triple-dealed. I didn't even know I was being triple-dealed. My friend, this guy was to marry me in 3 months. 3. Guy, the devil is a liar. The devil is a big liar. 3 months I was told he knows it is Esiwakago I want to settle down with. Me, I know. And I'm not lying. Me, I know. I wish I can bring the text here. Only that I just wanna keep it that way for now. But Mimi nilienda nikatafutiwa nyumba, nikaonyeshwa nyumba yenye mimi nitaolewa. But sikuwa najua kuna mwingine pahali na kuna mwingine pahali. And this is the type of a guy who will never put his phone on a ring mode. It is on vibration or silent. Why? Hataki apigiwe simu mkiwa na yeye. Mpaka naiweka airplane mode. Ana turn off the cellular data. That is ana turn off the, unajua kuna watu wanasemaga tunatoeng, sijui hiyo venye unaweza weka simu yako, you remove the internet, that thing, yeah. Anaiweka hivyo, he is putting it that way so that nobody, no woman can call in. And if someone calls him, he chooses to respond or not to respond. He brought 3 women, 3, atatu. These women are supposed to be family friends, but I wasn't told anything about them because he is after them. And they're gonna be touring. He's the one now giving them tour around the state. Eh? My friend, fear loves scammers. And there are very many. There are very many out there. They can do you a very big damage. Nyumba ilitafutwa. Essie is getting married. And he wants to marry me within 3 months. Because I told him I can only offer myself to learn him or to get to know him. So I'm going to give him 90 days so that we can learn each other. Me, I'm not that one person you can come and grab and get into a relationship. Nimejionea. I have seen it all. I have been through it. I can tell when you are double dealing. I can tell when you are not straight. I can feel it. My friend, not just my heart has been broken. I have also been broken my kidneys. My kaigagio is gone. My knees are gone. My small intestine is gone. Magatheo magathondeka mutura na mundu akaria. So, this guy doesn't want to spend the 90 days getting to know me and me getting to learn him. He wants to make things go very fast and get to marry me. And I ask him, why do you want to rush so much? Where's the rush for? Why the rush? And then he's like, we don't need all the time to get to know each other. We can kasonge, guy. Kasonge, we can get to know each other, uko mbele, like maisha lazima iendelee. And I'm like, I have kids and I cannot just rush my kids that way. We don't go with that speed. I don't know where you got late at. I'm not late. I am not young, but then don't come to rush me. You cannot rush me. I need to get to know you, because if you already had the first family and the second family, there is no way. There is something I need to know. There is something I need to know. And I have my kids. Yes, I have my kids. They also need time. We cannot just rush things. Oh no, after 1 month, the guy is looking for a house, a big house, so that we can move in together. I'm like, wait a minute. Esiwakago ahike wa mahutini. Me getting married the first time, a bush wedding. Now, the second time I still get a bush wedding. Asha, no way. Bush wedding is the one you come, we stay. That is what I mean. And I said, no. I'm not going to do it. And I need 90 days to get to learn you. You can only get to know a person very well when you live with them. But also, the more you spend time with them, you can be able to learn what kind of a person they are. So within 1 month, nyumba imetafutwa. A house is found. Essie must get married by fire, by force. Essie, here we come for your wedding. Guy, what are they? So, me, I told him, I'm not ready to move in that fast. I need time. I need the 90 days. If the 90 days are over and I feel I can go ahead to spend the rest of my life with you, well and good. My friend, si ati atupatangi watu wa kutuoa wako, but they are jokers. Ne joka, they are jokers. So a house is found. It's a 5-bedroom house. It even has a swimming pool at the back. And I'm like, why are you in so much hurry, my friend? Oh, I even found the house. I don't know why you are lagging. I don't know why you don't want to make this happen. I'm like, I don't want to know why you feel like you are late, but we still need to learn each other. And he's like, oh, there's no single point of dating. We can just decide if you can just decide to move in and move on. And I'm like, do you know there are kids involved? You have kids. I have kids. There is no point of rushing them. Psychologically, it's going to affect them. And he's very, very unreasonable because the answer was no. They have to, life has to go on. That is dismissing the feelings of the kids. And whether you want to get married or not, my friend, please consider if you have kids, they have feelings. This is a transition. It is a very big transition. And they don't know this guy. They don't know this lady. You need to consider their feelings. So I told him, no, we don't just do things that way. But there were so many red flags as to why this guy is rushing this much. Why are you rushing this much? What are you hiding? What is this you are hiding? And he lied to me. He had been without any woman for 2 years. More than 2 years, he said. I don't know, a year or 2 years. Remember, he has 2 baby mamas. And that is not even a problem. Because you can make mistakes and decide to correct them. Everybody deserves a second chance or even a third one if it can save them. Being that you have 2 baby mamas or 3, it doesn't mean you're a bad person. That is not the final statement. You can still decide to change and become a good person. Sire, now guy you are kere with all the godliness in me. He even told me number one reason number one characteristic he told me, I love God so much, and that is something he got to learn. It is very dangerous to date someone who is hypocritical, to date someone who is old but they don't know what they want in life. He is not young. He is 44, 45 years old, but he's still acting like a teenager. He wants to have this woman, hide this one from this one, and hide this one from this one. That is someone who is supposed to be in the acting world. He can really act. And it's like, nobody knows my house except you, and I want you here. This is your house. Those type of talking that makes you feel this guy is totally serious and they really need you in their life. Wapi munapendwa mkiwa wengi. You are being loved as a crowd. So me, nyumba imetafutwa, he goes and looks for a house, 5-bedroom house. It's a big house. It has a swimming pool at the backyard, well and good. And he even offers, I'll be paying the house rent. That is not even a problem. And he's Kikuyu like me, so we can be able to talk about things in Kikuyu. We can tuanga I lugha. You know how sweet Kikuyu is. All know how Kikuyu is sweet. And then being loved in Kikuyu, it is also another, it is not that much sweet when it comes to being loved in Kikuyu, Asha. But you know how communicating in Kikuyu, like your fellow Kikuyu man, that is sweet in a way. It's not romantic, of course, but it is good because you can be able to understand each other. So, me, I declined the offer. I declined the offer of getting married in such a haste. I don't run. There are things in life you don't need to make a decision like crazily. Like you need to be sober. This is a lifetime decision. And I thank God. God is so good. And walking with God is very important in life. If you believe in God, stay close to him because God will snatch you. He will snatch you from the mouth of a lion. Because if God loves you so much, he will never let you settle with a person who can ruin your life. This guy was only rushing because he has multiple women to get me into his box so that he can block the other women, maybe. And maybe he was doing this with the rest of the women so that whoever gets to get in the box before, then the rest of them can be blocked. And that is how he could have married a fool. Hmm? My friend, this world is not ours. And that is why there will be no husband and wife in heaven. These dramas cannot enter heaven. This is a lot of dramas. This is a lot of hypocrisy. Someone lying to you openly. Guy. hey, hey, hey. Let me tell you, Maina, let me tell you, it can be messy out there. Not just in Nairobi. The mess is even more messier in America. It is even messier in America because I don't know. There is this thing of, let me talk about men because my experience can only be with men. They are over the age of 40 and they haven't settled. Maybe they have baby mamas, one, two, or even three. But they still don't know what they want. They don't. And the reason as to why women will go for older men. If you ever see me with an older man than my father, just don't judge me. Don't. Because the reason as to why women will go with older men, it is because the younger men are not decided. They still want to jump, hop from one woman to the other. Who has that time? Who? I'm a woman who has 3 kids already. I might be single, but my friend, I am not overburdened with the financial burdens. I can be able to do them. So if I'm out there looking for love, it is love, purely love. I'm not looking for someone to help me pay my bills. Yes, if we come together, we're going to share the bills. That is okay. But I'm not desperate because the bills are killing me. No. So when you come to me to take advantage of me, you are looking at me from an angle that I'm not. You are looking at me like someone who needs help simply because I have 3 kids. My friend, you are wrong. Because being a single parent doesn't mean you are overburdened. No. We know how we plan ourselves, we know how we manage it, and we work very hard because we know nobody else is there to come in. So we have been able to set our life. We are stable, very stable, and I'm not bragging. Get me straight. I am not bragging, and you have never seen me talking about my real life, my private life. I will never come here to show you my bank statement or what I have achieved. But I am here to let you know we are very and you're still hopping from one woman to the other. You won't have that energy to hop at some point. And they say, karma doesn't forget. Karma knows every address. And I'm not bitter. I'm not bitter, because when you decide to be, or when you decide to sin sexually, you sin against yourself and your generation. You're not sinning against me because you're hiding. And succeeding to cheat because you are hiding doesn't mean it's not a sin. It is a sin, and you know that. Can we have like faithful people in the 21st century? Yes, because it is a decision you make. You make a decision to remain faithful to your partner. Hmm? And most of these people who do this, it is not like they are special. There are people out there with big money. There are people out there with other things that can make them go cheat, but they don't. They don't. It is a decision you make to respect your relationship, to be able to stick in one relationship. You make a decision to respect it. If you cannot respect your relationship, you will forever live hopping from one relationship to the other. You will never settle. How do I settle? Hmm? You will be hopping from one woman to the other. I don't know what you're looking for, but the truth is, that is my personal story. People out here are cruel. And I'm talking about America. I'm not talking about Kenya. Stop talking about Nairobi. Nairobi, what they are spreading. They are spreading Kaswede and all the others. Here, the same thing can happen because you don't know how careless that person is. Me, I would just say this. It might seem outdated, but the best thing when you are dating, just abstain. Abstain completely. You don't know how many they are dating. If they want to really sleep with you, let them sleep with you after they put that ring on your finger. It might seem old, it might seem outdated, but that is the thing. That is the thing. That is the thing that's gonna rescue you. And hear me, oh American girls. American girls, I know you can testify this. Me, I would tell a person, just tell them if they really, really want you, and don't even fall for the trap of, I want to get married to you as soon as I can. Why? Who is rushing you, bro? Bro, calm down. Who is chasing you? If you feel 45 is too old for you without a wife, then go look for someone who is also late like you so that you can run together. But you cannot come and take someone as if marriage is something that has contract. When you get married to a person, you get in to spend the rest of the life with them, hopefully. But how do you want me to make a decision of a lifetime with less than a month? Oh, you are taking too long, man. I just want life to go on. My friend, bro, chill. How do I tell my kids, okay, toka hike? When did I even get to know this guy? They don't even know this person. We need time to introduce our children, because this is something, not just a new wedding, like a white. It can be a white wedding, but remember there are kids involved on both parties. So, nikubaya. It is so bad out there, guys. So bad out there. I am still checking to see if the person who was supposed to come on board, I don't know where they are. Highlight saved to your channel and listed video. Okay, I'm still looking for someone to join me here. Damaris Wairimu, can you give us that story of what happened? If yes, you can say yes here, I can send you the link. But let me tell you, be very careful, and it is very crucial to just give yourself, if you are dating someone, give them at least 90 days without involving yourself with them physically, because you will find out. And it is very, very pathetic. It is very pathetic to find that even at 45 or 40 something, a man doesn't know what he wants in life. He's from one relationship to the other. How low is your self-esteem, guy? Bruh. That was the most disgusting thing. I've never talked about my personal life or dating or anything. Even when you see me posting on Facebook, that is just a by the way. But I was like, wow, 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 the audacity to date 3. And those are the ones that I know. That is why someone will lie to you. They are going for a job training where they're very active on Facebook, responding to all the girls that posted that day, but they cannot even talk to you. Why? That tells you there is someone seated so close to them, they cannot. Their privacy is invaded. Huh? Huh? My friend, that is so bad. And I thank God, because God will never hide the truth from his people. God will always bring it to your eyes, even to your spirit, if you can pay attention to what the spirit says. Unajua hizo unaitaga guts. Like my guts were telling me there was a red flag. Zingine is not even a red flag. It's a billboard. It is a big advertisement. Run for your dear life. Run. Someone traveling from state to state, hiding. And then kiherehere yake cannot let him not to post on the status. His status is always reading with the location pin. Yani shetani, the devil is too devilish such that he can even use you to hang yourself or to expose you. He uses you to expose you. Dating 3 women, otatu modelu, kai, kori moruatia. 3 women at a go. And this is someone who is marrying you very fast. Very fast. Why? Because as he is very hardworking and I want you to become and combine efforts, he is employed, and combine efforts and save and start investing. So you are bringing me in because of my hard work. Not because you need a wife, not because you have decided to settle down, not because you have decided to stop being a teenager, to grow up and match your age and settle down. Every single man you see out there with a stable relationship, they made up their mind to respect that relationship and to not be hopping from one lady to the other. That is why their homes are standing. All their wife are just there holding the marriage. Me apana. Because today I say, if I was to get married, that marriage, even if it rains that does, I'm not willing to leave. Because you cannot keep on getting married and getting off a marriage. A marriage is not something you walk in and out. A marriage is something ordained. It is something that is worth being respected. It is something that is worth being invested. If you marry me, you better be willing to invest in buying a lot of glucose. Because if I marry you, we are not breaking that marriage. We are not. And that is why I cannot rush into getting married. Because I'm not going to get into a marriage and then get off. I'm not going to do that. That is not a good thing. It takes so much emotionally, psychologically, financially to get into a marriage. So if I marry you, glucose will be our everyday thing. You wake up in the morning, unamka unalamba kitu. Unalamba glucose, tunaendelea. We are not going to break that marriage. So that is why I cannot just get married. Because if I get married, for better, for worse, I don't know, if you feel you are tired, just lamba your glucose tuendelee. Hakuna kuachana. There is no leaving each other. But you should not cheat. Unless you cheat. And if you cheat, we will know how to deal with it. But me, if I'm getting into a marriage, I'm not gonna get out. So you better be prepared. All those people who DM me, oh, beautiful SC, are you dating? I don't know what. My friend, I don't think you are ready to date me, because if you are ready to date me, it takes more than just the feelings, the emotions. It takes more than that. I am very strict. That was one of the comments that guy made, because he wanna be very free, very free. He wants to be in a relationship but stay single. He want to be in a relationship. He want to be in a marriage but still act single. Wow! No! You marry me, we are married. We are married. If I'm gonna be staying like a married person, you are also married. You better be married. No, we are married. Even if we are not gonna publicize our marriage, it has to be known. It has to be known that you belong to someone. There is no more fornication, my friend. My friend, no fornication. If you decide to fornicate, it's gonna be known there. That guy had the audacity to tell me, you know, it is not good to post your relationship out there, because people are bad out there, and even if something comes and you separate, everybody will know that you separated, because maybe you stop following me on social media, blah blah blah. You are even foreseeing our separation, dude. You got guts. You got them, bruh. So when are we getting married now that... Oh my God. Let me tell you, marriage is an institution. It is a sacred one. And so should be relationships. Because without relationship, we won't have marriages. Respect your relationship, or stop messing people's life with your with you hoeing around. It is called hoeing. Let's not decorate things. There is nothing like being kind to people. Is not flattering with them. No. You must respect your relationship. You must respect your girlfriend. You must respect your fiance. You must respect your boyfriend. You must respect your spouse. Sio kusema, oh, as you are very hardworking. Oh, I like how you keep your things private. By the way, chonoka muno. You like how I keep my things private? That is why you should take advantage. Now, that is why I'm here, so that I can let you know I don't keep my things private because I don't have a mouth. I do have a mouth. I don't keep my things private because I don't have a right. I have a right. But that doesn't make you take advantage of the privaciness in my life to go dating 3 of us at a go. No agreed go chonoka. Pio kabisa. Men should respect their girlfriends. Girlfriends, respect your men. You won't be young forever. Someday you will look back and you will regret all these things you are doing. You are only doing them, they look right, and I know within your heart, you know you are sinning. Everybody has that spirit that tells them this is wrong, but you still decide to do it. There is nothing new in this world. Everything has been done before. There is no record that you're going to break by dating 3 women at a go. And it is very pathetic. Very pathetic. Hey, and this guy on social media, he is very active, posting about God. He doesn't know God. He doesn't. He doesn't. He's a criminal. A big criminal. A big criminal. When someone tells you, let us do these things, let us not waste time. Let us get married. We are late. Late with who? Where were we? Late with who? You are late, not me. Me, I did not say I'm running. Nobody is chasing me. I see, because you are very hardworking, and I know how you don't put your life on social media, blah blah blah. That is why I like you. Like, you know, there is no need of maybe when you visit me, you put it on social media. I don't know what. Nonsense. Nonsense. You are doing all this to manipulate someone, manipulating them to take advantage of them, so that you can be able to hide the true you. Let it be known. Let it be known. let it be known. I know you're going to watch this video, or you are watching right now. Just behave yourself. Fear God. That is the only thing I would tell someone. My advice every time, be human. Be human. We have kids that we are raising. They are daughters. They're going to be our daughters and sons. They're going to get married. They would want to have a relationship. The same way you destroy other parents, daughters, and you have your own daughters, you have your own sons. Vile unascam watu yo mapenzi. Love scammers. You are planting that. You will find it. You will get it. This message is held for review. Sure. So when are we? I wasn't able to read it. I'm not able to read that message. So whatever you do on this earth, do not be lied to. They say we are living in the years of grace. Grace should only help you to be a better person, not to help you be a hoe. No, grace cannot help you be a hoe. And they keep on saying, oh, God will forgive me. Keep on sinning. God will forgive you so that you can continue. You can continue destroying other people. How unfair could that God be? Whatever you are doing on this earth, just be human and fear God, because God is a God of justice. God is a God of justice, and justice will be served. Let me give you an example with Jacob. What did Jacob do? Jacob took Esau's birthright. He presented himself, go corny. That is how conmanship started long time ago, even in the Bible. Jacob presented himself as the firstborn to the father. So he conned Esau his birthright, and he flew. He flew to Laban's house. He went to Laban's house to stay there. What did Laban do to Jacob? He conned him the same way he conned his brother. He was conned by not being given the daughter of Laban, the one he had worked for 7 good years. Imagine, 7 good years. Whatever you do, it will be done to you 7 times. 7 times. And he had to work for another 7 years to win Rachel. No, Arimutaka, Rachel and who are the 2 women of who are the two daughters of Laban that Jacob had to work for. So you might think you are winning when you con people, and I'm talking about conning love, because this is something that is going on today. It is very rare to find someone with just one spouse. I mean one person. They are triangles and circles and everything and squares. But keep on thinking you are winning, but you are losing. You will never win by doing bad things. You will never win in life doing bad things. That is a loss. You are losing, my friend. You are losing. So that was my story. So I would have been married last year. Very fast. Kifugamacho. Hey, let us get married. Let us not waste time. We are old. Old with who? Old with who? Me, I'm not old to run that fast. So do your due diligence. Do your due diligence and do not be in a hurry. Do not even involve yourself physically with anyone. If that someone cannot wait for 3 months to get to know him, let them die. If they can die, let them die. I wish people can go back to the old dating rules. That is the best way. That is the best way. Yeah, I tried to put some eyelash, but I can't start them. They are over here. I'm not a makeup person because I don't even know how to make myself. Leteni hizo comment. Let comment came. Yeah, Leah and Rachel were the two daughters of Laban. And the same way Jacob conned Esau, the same way he was conned. And he was conned. Wild Pets Cocktails. Usijali, just come with your own account. We face each other. Yeah. You are one of them. Maybe you are the one I'm talking about. Atabita for kuachwa. Kuachwa na nani? We no longer get we are not no longer we no longer get left. We leave. My friend, Wild Pet Cocktail, we leave. We don't get a choa. That was long ago when we were teenagers. I think you are a teenager. That's why you haven't yet been able to know that we are in a totally different era. Anti kuachwa. Maybe this is him. Bitter for kuachwa. Kuachwa na nani? You know, there are people who might leave you and you feel you lost. How do you feel bitter kwa kuachwa na a cheater? Someone who is triple dealing. How do you even feel it like a loss? It cannot be a loss. That is not a loss. It is a gain. In fact, the person who cheats and it results to a separation, they are the ones who lose, not you. Nope. Wild Pets, nope. You are wrong, totally wrong. Maybe you are one of the conmen, or maybe you are the one. I don't know. But I would advise you come with your own account, with your own profile, so that we get to face each other like real men or real women. Maybe you are a woman. Pseudo accounts don't scare me. And there is nothing you can say that can scare me. Why unijui? I think you don't know me. You are very new. If you think you can shake me, I'm unshakable. I am unshakable. I decided to give this story. Inakuumia nini? Why are you bitter? The bitter person is you. Yeah, that is the way it goes. That is the way it goes. Like, that dude wasn't someone worth me. No, he wasn't. He wasn't worth me. He wasn't worth me at all. And I thank God. Mungu anakusnatch tu anakutoa kwenye hataki uingie. God will always snatch you from the mouth, from the teeth of the lions. God, if God loves you so much, he will do something to make sure you do not fall for an evil person. Wild Pets, you need to know God better so that you can understand these things. Yes, that is why anaumwa. Wild Pets is getting pained because this is the truth. I'm telling the truth. If there is no trust and respect in a relationship, people rush for love. Thank God you are smart. Thank you so much. Let love and lead. Thank you so much. That is the truth of the matter. You don't rush to a marriage, which is a lifetime. You need to take your time to get to learn the other person. Yeah? A person might be coming for you because they see you as a hardworking person. Are you marrying the hard work or me? And if you cannot even respect what you saw in me in the first place, you respect it, how are we going to live together? How are we going to mentor the kids that are in between us? If you cannot be able to be their mentor, you cannot be able to hold yourself. How are you going to raise kids that you have not, they are not yours biologically? How are you going to set a good example to them? How can I marry you and I have kids, yet you are someone who cannot be able to stay pure, who cannot be able to stay away from cheating? How am I going to trust you with my kids? How? How am I going to trust you? I cannot. It is very important, especially when you are getting married with kids. Hata wanaume, even men, be very careful the type of a woman you are bringing in your life when you have kids. It is very important to know the type of a woman you are marrying when you already have kids. You're not marrying the woman for the kids. The woman is for yourself. But the woman is the mirror. They're going to be the mirror for your children. So, are you going to marry a woman who will come and portray a bad mother figure to your kids? It is by default. It is not like you are marrying this lady to come and be the mother of your kids, technically. But by default, the kids will look up to the mom or to the wife as their mother because you are the father. The wife is married to their father. So who is the wife? The wife is basically the mom. Be very cautious the type of a man you are bringing in your life as a lady. Not because he is coming to take the role of a father, but he's coming to be the mirror of a father figure. He's supposed to come there as a father figure because he is present. There is no way we're going to act like this guy is not there when he is there. He is there and the kid's going to look up at him, on him. The same way, the kid's going to look up at the wife you are marrying. Make sure the wife is worth being looked up by the kids. Not because they owe them anything, but by default, they do owe them. They do owe them mentorship. Why then would you be marrying someone who cannot come and help you raise up your kids in a better way? Why would you be marrying them? For what? Even though you need love, you need a companionship in your life, you better be careful. What type of a companionship are you bringing into your kids? These things are real. Truth be told, so many marriages have been broken. That doesn't mean that these people don't deserve a second marriage. They do. They deserve a second life in their life. But since there are kids involved, the guy has kids, the woman has kids, do we just now ignore the fact that these kids need mentorship? These kids need father figures. These kids need you who is coming in to set a good example. Why would I get married when I have kids to someone I know for real, for real? This marriage cannot end up anywhere. Will I then tell the kids, you know what? Now the marriage is broken. Now let us just go back and find somewhere to live as us, as a family. How many times can I do that? Instead of doing that, I have to be very sure, very careful. Pray about it. Me, I'm going to pray about it. Call me old-fashioned, but I'm going to pray about it because I want to involve God in my relationship. Why? It is not just a relationship. It is an investment. My sister, I have been married for over 20 years and still counting. Men need to grow and stop being boys. Oh, yes. Men, thank you so much because that is coming from a man. Hallelujah. Men need to grow and stop being boys. Boys hop from one girl to the other, trying to identify themselves, trying to look for something better, not knowing all women are equal. You can manage with one woman if you want. You can stay faithful to one person if you want. But because you are a boy, pet world, cocktail, because you are a boy, I'm addressing you. You are a boy. That is why you don't see the real reason why you should stick to one woman. Pet world, you are a boy. The day you will grow up and match your age with whatever you do, you will understand why you only need one woman in your life. You only need one woman in your life. And let me tell you, there are things that come in a marriage that people try to give credit. Oh, people have differences. Ni msukuma. The wife pushed the husband. The husband pushed the wife. That is why she has another affair. No, guy. No way. That is not true. If you are willing to communicate in a relationship, in a marriage, in an open way, you did this to me, I wasn't happy, and you are willing to rectify the mistakes, it is very doable. Marriages are doable. Do not be lied to by anybody. Marriages are beautiful and they are very doable. They are very doable because you can be able to protect it if you want. You can be able to communicate about the issues if you want. But if you want to leave that woman, go to another woman to just start new issues, because every single woman has issues. Every single man has issues. All you need to do is to master each other's ways of treatment, how you treat each other, how you can make it work. It is an everyday thing. It is an everyday decision to stick to one another. It is not You are not solving anything. It is no solution if you think you can leave one woman to go to another and start with another simply because the other one, the first one, wasn't good enough. There is no good enough woman in this world. There is no good woman enough men in this world. Each person has their default. They have their defect. Me as Wakago, I am not perfect. I'm not even close to being perfect. No, I might be a hardworking woman, but maybe I have my own failures. If you stay close to me, you might see that I have my own fails. I have my own defects because everybody does. So for me to be able to be compatible with you, I need to understand that you have flaws the same way I have flaws. We sit down. This is my weak points. These are my weak points. And then we be two souls that are willing to work together for our better future. Not hopping from one man to the other or from one woman to the other. And that is why you hear people saying nowadays, love is a scam. Why? Because people are not patient enough. People are not willing to work with what they have. They think the newer one will be better than the one they had. And then they go to the new one and they find the same problems exist. Wajiko Mudhoni, how are you? We are talking about love scam. Kama ushawahi koniwa mapenzi, come here, we talk about it. Let's talk about the things that are affecting us in life, because that is what life is. So, if you can be willing, two people doing marriage or a relationship cannot be for one person. That it is just one person who is working too hard and the other person is just out there sampling. How many women can you sample in a day? And how does that add you anything? That will just break your inside. As much as you want to show you are strong outside, some things that we do, they break our inside. And they even make your heart to be very far away from your creator. Things that you do. In one occasion, David was praying and he told God, he asked God, never, I pray that you will never let your spirit get out of me. Why? Because some things that we do, we sin against ourselves. We push God away from in us because God lives in us. No dagitorania, dagitora nyoba ito ya kito nedwera. God cannot share some of the things that we do. We push God from within us because God is Emmanuel, God within us. But the things we do, they push God out of us. Things that we do. Fornication. Fornication. Just the other day, let me give another example. And these two people, they are people that are working for the government here in America. One guy was my friend's boyfriend. And then I was the one, at some point, they got into a problem and they needed someone to, the guy came to me so that I can negotiate between them, like they can come back together. And I was willing to offer the help because at the end of the day, I would really be happy to see a relationship working. There is nothing you win by seeing a relationship fail. There is nothing to win when people are hurting. So I did my best to make sure they come together. But then the lady wasn't willing to come back together with this guy because this guy is very abusive verbally. When you cross ways, he gonna abuse you verbally. It's a Dwera is a kind of a demon. It's a demon. So this guy, do you know what this guy did? I was very shocked, and I cannot do this. I cannot betray a friend of mine. He now started, since the relationship failed completely, he started now coming to me. Guy. Yani, you are coming to me to seduce me, all to see if I can take over for from my friends. Point. Like me, I become your girlfriend and you are dating my friend. Mwadhani. How? That can never happen. I cannot betray a friend of mine. That is so bad. Very bad. No, I cannot. Imagine now I had to betray, I am being expected to betray my friend so that I can be with this guy. And I asked him, do you even have the guts? Like, how do you even come to me and you are having my friend, my close friend? And he was like, who cares? Who cares? I am single, you are single. Why not? And I was like, wow, wow, the audacity. Simply because someone is single doesn't mean they are available. Simply because someone is single, it doesn't mean they are desperate. Some respect is very important. Respect, man. Oh, some respect. Respect your friends too. Respect your friends too. Mine decided to be a boy, chasing one girl after another. I left him and now he is running up and down. Akisumbua wazee, watupatanishe. It's so late I moved on. He's regretting now. Let me tell you something you don't want to do. Never ever go back to a cheater. Never, never. Let the boy mature because that's a boy. Let the boy mature up. And when the boy decides to settle down, he will go and find someone else. Never ever go back to such a person because in the first place, trust is gone. Trust is completely gone. Completely. There is no way of rebuilding. There is no way of rebuilding trust. Let him wish him all the best and tell him to just go and find someone else because you already moved on and you wouldn't want to look back and especially to stoop that low. You know, someone who is cheating on you does not respect you at all. He does not even respect the one he's cheating with. No, don't be lied to. They don't respect themselves. They don't respect you. They don't respect the person they are cheating with. That is the truth. Anyway, you better move on and forget about them completely. Forget about them. They don't deserve you. They don't. There is still a possibility for dating one person. There is. If you want to stick to one spouse, you will. If you want to make yourself so act like you are very clever, you can double deal. Guy, you know, imagine ya ahikia tatuma. Guy, na mwanake usiye hinya. How dare you? How dare you? How dare you? Imagine. And you will forever know if a person is double dealing you, no matter how much they hide it. No, if you walk with God, God will bring a storm that will reveal who they are. God will bring a storm that gonna reveal to you who they are. You have to mature up as a woman and understand that you only need one man in your life. You have to mature up and stop being a girl. Be a woman. Stop being a boy. Be a man. Men don't hop from one woman to the other. Men are people that have families standing. They have their families running. Men, they identify with their families. But boys want to hide relationships. Oh, you know, people are bad out there. Wataturoga, unarogwa nini? Wataturoga. How strong is that witchcraft? That hasn't rogated the president's family because it is in public. How strong is that witchcraft you are telling me about if it hasn't rogated all the bishops that have their families studying? Why do you believe in witchcraft more than you believe in your God? Me, I'm not gonna hide someone. If you're willing to date me, it is gonna be open book. Open. We're gonna be posting for photos, marching kiteges and glucose every day in the morning. Tunalaba hiyo kitu tunaendelea. Hakuna kuachana. Hakuna. No way. So wale wa DM, you better know me. Like, I'm not gonna sample marriage. I've already done that. If I have to say it, I have already been a marriage. And there is nothing like getting into a marriage like a contract. If it is a contract we have to sign for that marriage, it's gonna be 100 years contract. Of course, we're gonna be dead. But there is no way you're going to hide me. There is no way I'm hiding you. I'm not saying I'm going to publicize it, but you will be known that you are married. It must be known you are married and married to me. If you want to cheat, I know they're going to come and tell me where you have been seen. This is not being petty. It is being real. It is being real. It is about that time. We now make sure married people stay married and they are recognized as married people. They need an ID, by the way. The government need to do something. If you are dating, man, we need to be serious. Otherwise, we are breaking marriages, we are breaking relationships, we are breaking marriages, we are breaking churches. That is how the churches are ending. That is how the churches are coming into an end. Weak relationships, weak marriages, weak churches. Currently, as a mom of two, I'm not perfect as well. That is true, Wanjiko. But as much as you're not perfect, there is no justification for cheating. No single justification for cheating. Now, hata kwa shetani, haujaruhusiwa kucheat. Haujaruhusiwa. And you can do it. Maybe you can say, I fell. I was trapped the first time. But you cannot keep on doing this, bruh. You cannot. You cannot. You have a problem. A big problem. And this is the type of a person, when he does something wrong to you, he shuts down. We all know that's a technique. That's a technique with a narcissist and a person who is toxic. They shut down. They don't want to talk because they don't want to talk about it, and they behave like the victim. You have sinned against them. Niwe umewakosea. You accused me. You did this and that. You looked at my phone. Why was your phone carrying that? In the first place, is looking at the phone the problem, or is you being a whole the problem? Why do people ignore the principal concern? Why do people ignore the principal concern? You are here saying, oh, women should not check on their husband's phone. That is, hiyo ndio chanzo ya vita zote. My friend, my friend. So I'm married to you, but your phone is very private. In the first place, why do you have that stuff in your phone? And I'm not saying, by the way, like me, I get all sorts of inboxes. But if you can look at them, I don't even respond to them. Why? Because I have my own dignity. I have to protect my dignity, me as a person, not because of someone I'm dating. No. Me as a person have to protect my dignity. The reason as to why you don't want your wife to check your phone is because you respond to those shenanigans. You entertain those people who are in your inbox. You are also entertaining them. I can give you my phone. By the way, my kids have my phone password. Why? It has got nothing to hide. I don't have anything to hide. Me, if you are dating me, you have my password. You can look and see. If you want to see anything, you can look and see. Why? Because I'm transparent. That is the only way to build relationships. But if you want to hide something, something is wrong. If you want to hide it. And I'm not saying my inboxes don't have people that come in. They do. A lot of them. I have even been inboxed a lot of nudes by people. What do? I delete and block and report, so that account will never ever get into my inbox ever again. But you cannot do that. Whenever someone inboxes you the nudes, you are busy. Unazitumia kunyonga. That is why you don't want your wife to see your phone. Transparency is what can save lives or marriages. At 100 years contract, yes, where this will be law and crime investigation if he attempts to leave. Yes. We are involving a lawyer as well. You cannot get off this marriage until after 100 years. We don't have time to waste, bruh. We don't hide the relationship. If you see a relationship being hidden, that is not just a red flag. It is a billboard. It is a billboard. Pay attention. In fact, it's breaking news. It is a headline. Why are you hiding your wife? Why are you hiding your husband? Why are you hiding your spouse? And then this gentleman, not a gentleman, of course, it's a boy, had the audacity. I asked him, you know me, I cannot even get married at come we stay. At my age, guy, Nasiana, I have kids. I cannot just tell them, oh, we found another dad. Let's go get married. You know, if you are marrying me, you are marrying me with my kids. It is our marriage as a family, together with my kids. So you want me to tell my kids, oh, let's go get married to this guy. We are moving into this guy's life. No, we are doing a wedding. And the wedding, tutapost hizo picha. People have to know you are married. This guy had the audacity to tell me, you know, there's no way of publicizing a wedding. We can go and do the AG wedding. You know, that one I can do even as soon as tomorrow. Because he knows nobody will get to know about it. And then he says, oh, if it is about the big wedding, then we can settle in together. Then we can do the big wedding after we gather some money. I'm like, so you want to marry me and you don't even have the money to foot to foot the wedding. The wedding, he's saying the wedding is very expensive, blah blah blah. I'm like, any person who complains about a wedding doesn't have to involve 1,000 people. You can do a little wedding, but it has to be acknowledged. You have to acknowledge that you are now married, and you put that ring, my friend. My friend, if you are married, you are married. If you want to stay single, stay single. Stay single. Stop messing up people who are serious. I think men should date or marry their level. If you cannot handle a single mother and her kids, leave her exactly where you found her. You cannot afford her, period. That is the truth. And men who are listening to me here, you can contribute to this. You can only marry a single mother if you can afford to marry her and accept the kids and be a father figure to the kids. You don't have to be their biological father, but you can respect those kids equally as your own. You can treat them as your own. If we are coming together, me and you, it means we are coming together. Bring your kids, I bring mine, then we do something called, what do we call it? What do we call the parenting, where you come in with your kids and my kids? But the thing is, we have to be their mother and their father. If it is matters to do with investment, of course, they're going to be the ones. They're going to be the ones to inherit. So what is bigger than that? What is so big? What is bigger? What could be bigger than that? We need to be serious with life. If you cannot marry a person or if you cannot date a person to make them better, please, for God's sake, for the sake of God, not for that person, just leave them. Leave them alone. Blended families. Thank you so much, Jen Joroge, for bailing me out. I tell you, Githogo, you have to keep me in your prayers. Githogo is very hard. Leave that person the way you found them. Don't even touch them. For God's sake, don't touch them. Don't play with their feelings. Just leave them the way they are because you found them living. Do not mess them up. There is a verse in the Bible that says, do not arouse. Do not arouse love until you are ready. That is the Bible. Love is good. Love is very, very sweet, but it is only sweet when it is genuine. It is only sweet when it is real, but love is very, very sour when it gets sour. When it gets sour. Me, I have conditions. I tell a person, you can only date me if you are willing to bring me closer to God than I am, not away. Me seem to a happy, that is due to go happy, no. I want a family that is prayerful. I want a family that is guided by God. I want a family that is jovious. Yeah, all know. There is no dull moment with me. No. I don't want someone who is always stressful. I don't know, they have moods. Some people, you are dating a person who has moods. Please do your due diligence. Maybe the mood is because their boyfriend or their girlfriend, they messed up with their girlfriend. You're in a relationship, but they have a girlfriend. And now the girlfriend is not talking to them. So they have a bad mood that day. And you're like, are you okay? What is bothering you? Like, I remember there was one time, this guy, I would ask him, are you okay? You don't feel okay. You don't sound okay. And he's like, I'm okay. And I asked him, are you sure you're okay? I'm okay. And then when I dug deep, because I could tell he's not okay, And the story he gave me was about a cousin. And he was not okay because a cousin who was buried like 2 years ago, I don't know, they came to know that cousin was involved in a devil worship. I'm like, Jesus, how is that even affecting your mood? That is a departed person, a cousin, not your sister. Yani lies, uongo ingine, very petty lies. Something that I will come to know definitely that is not a reason why you stayed low a whole week. It was because maybe you crossed lanes with your girlfriend. I can tell. I'm not a baby. Do you expect someone like me who is in their 30s to be lied to and I won't know you are lying to me? Are you for real? Like for real? Even if I wasn't having the spirit in me, do you think the experience that I've gotten so far cannot let me know that you are lying to me? I'm at a point of life where I set a boundary. I'm not taking nonsense. We are discussing anything. Just drop and move on. That is what. But let me tell you, before we started the 90 days dating period, I was very clear with this guy. They are very shameless, by the way. People who are cheaters are very shameless. Shameless. I told him I have kept off dating because I feel like I need a serious person, and I also need to bring myself, like to check to also check on myself. Like I need to make sure I'm also giving the best. So I told him I'm not dating because I don't want to date, because of I want a serious relationship. I want someone who is mature. I want someone who is close to God. I want someone who knows God, like for real. They fear God in a way that someone who fears God for real will never ever be willing to do other things that you see people doing. The reason as to why people do things and they don't care, it's because they don't know God. If you know God and who He truly is, you will fear doing some evil. You will fear doing evil. Trust me. So I told him clearly, that is why I don't want to involve myself with anybody, and I'm not dating. And I'm not doing it because I don't have someone to date. I have a lot of people who want to date me, but it is by choice, because I was also working on myself. You know, if you want to give the best, you have to be the best as well. So I was also working on myself to make sure if I dedicate myself to dating, I'm also giving the person the best. I have healed. My heart is okay. I am good with God. My relationship with God is good. I can be able to fast and pray. I can be able to do other things, like soberly, with a sober mind. The guy told me, yeah, I am that person, and I am sure I will give you the best. I am sure I will give you the best, and I will be the best that you are looking for, because I will never, and I'm not in any way trying to play with you. Guy, you are lying up close. Like, you know how you take pictures and then they tell you they want to take up close of you. That is closer to you. A half of it so that you can pop. That is the type of lie. No, I'm not in London. I'm in my house. We came back. We came back a week ago on Tuesday. So, and this is a story of last year, by the way. This is a story of last year, not this year. I dropped him last year around July. This is a guy I told clearly what I was looking for, what I want, what I wouldn't want. And I told him, I wouldn't want to involve myself with someone who is not serious. Who is not serious? Where? The guy promises. He swears with heaven. Matire shameless. Shameless. And the reason as to why I shared this story is because of dating 3 women ago. Because this is a devil. This is a criminal. This is not just a story. This is not a regular story. This is not a normal person. This is a criminal. That is how shameless the devil is. So no matter how much you explain, my friend, Leah, no matter how much you explain to them, a cheater is a cheater, a liar is a liar, a shameless person is a shameless person. Yes, the same way you see a lady can double deal 3 men to just eat their money shamelessly. But those actions will run after you. If you can juggle 3 men just to milk them money, and you know you do not need them, you do not want them, as a lady, if you do that, imagine those actions will haunt you. Hata ukiokoka, even if you get born again and start saying, oh, the old is gone, it is now, I'm doing a new thing in your life. Ready. Actions have got consequences. David did whatever he did. And in one occasion, a baby was born. And this baby was from Uriah's wife. But God killed the baby. Why did God kill the baby? Why did God kill the baby? Because David had acquired Uriah's wife through killing. So God did the same to David. He killed his own blood so that David can feel the pain of killing someone's husband, someone's son. God is a God of justice. God is a God of justice. God used the same action David did. So whatever you do in this life, be advised, it shall come haunting you. David did everything he could. He prayed. He fasted. He wore torn clothes. He wore sackcloth so that he can negotiate with God. Oh God, heal this son. It was a boy. But God killed the son. Why? The son was acquired through killing someone's husband. So the best way to do it, David, so that you can understand, is killing your own son, the one you got with Uriah's wife, so that you can feel the same pain you made someone to go through. Never pray with God. Never play with God. That is why I'm very much careful. And I know for real, this life is spiritual. Things you do, they might not even happen to you. But my friend, if you have offsprings, if you have kids, oh my God, please, for the sake of your kids, please be kind out there. Be kind out there. Things happen. Things do happen. So after I dropped this guy, I did something. I told God. I prayed about this thing when it was starting. And thank you, because I believe there is a very big reason as to why these things happened. Because God is jealous. God is always jealous with the people that he loves. And trust me, God is very jealous with the people that he loves. He will never ever want you to end up somewhere. You will suffer. And for that reason, he will cause something that will bring things like bear. You will see them in plain letters. God telling you, run for your dear life. Run. I prayed. I was praying all along. Even when we had this 90-day period, I was praying. And I'm serious. I was praying, fasting and praying. And when I saw the vision, I had the dream. I was like, wow. Wow. And this dream appeared when this guy was in Boston for work. All over Facebook, but he's in training and cannot communicate with me during the training, but can be on Facebook posting, responding to 1,000 comments. This dream came and I said, wow. And I even posted on Facebook. If you can go back to my post, I posted that morning. Wow. God will never hide the truth from his own. He will reveal it. I posted because I wanted that post to stay there for some reference. God will show you. God will reveal things to you. Because God is very, very jealous with those that he loves. And he loves all of us, as long as you can keep close with him. Hmm? Hi, Essie, SMK. Nice to see you are back and safe. Thank to have shared this nice moment of your life with us. Yeah, we went to London because we've been through a tough time since January 22. We've been through a tough time. But God has been faithful, guys. God has been faithful. God has been faithful. And let me tell you, breaking someone's heart might seem like any other day business. But like I'm telling you, everything we do in life, it is a seed. That's a seed. A seed is a small thing. It's a small something. Once you put it in the soil, it will germinate. Once it germinates, it's gonna grow into a tree or a plant. It will give fruits eventually. And the fruits will help multiply. It is a very big picture, but it starts very small. That's why I say, everything you do out there, fear God and be kind. If the same thing done to you, reciprocated to you, it won't feel good. Please take care of other people so that you'll be taken care of when that time comes. So if you're out there and you have been conned love in a mysterious way and you came to know and you have healed and you would want to talk about it, I can host you here in this channel. It is a high time we put it out there because people deserve to know that love is sacred. Love and marriages are sacred. Relationships should be kept clean. Stop bringing junk into your relationship. A relationship will never be messed up by the third person. It is messed up by the person who introduces the third person in the relationship. And whether a woman or a man, you all have equal chances of having an affair. It is not like it's one person who can have an affair outside the relationship, but you just decide to respect your relationship. I'm going to end up this live video. If you are there, let me pin my career. Let me pin my Niki itarona career. Let me pin my other guest. No. I'm trying to pin my Gmail. It is essywakago@gmail. essywakago@gmail. If you would want to talk about how you were conned love and you came to know later, I would want to continue this discussion because I would want to hear people. Hi, nice to see you back. I would want to hear people talk about love. What is this? I don't know what that is. Whoever is writing that message. I would want to hear people talk about how they've been conned love. Huh? There is also this thing of shipping a person from Jamhuri or any other part of the world. And when they come here, after they get the papers, they run away from you. They say, oh, you are not even their class, blah blah blah. After they get the status of the here in the United States. And that is one reason why I cannot marry from outside United States. I would rather be a nun. I would rather be a nun because people are not true. People don't fear God anymore. People will lie to you knowingly, knowing that they are not even interested with you. All they want is the status. Once you give them the status of United States, scammed. You get scammed. Imagine how much distraction you have done to that person. That is one reason why. Even if you set those DMs upside down, I don't pay attention to them because I would never want to ship any person as my husband from outside America. You better be in America, be in status, and then we can talk about it. But I cannot just do it because people have become evil. There are evil people out there. Out there. There are evil people who targets people. People don't just now target money. They also target love, fake love. And I would feel so bad. Like, I'm telling you, my next marriage, we gonna invest so much money buying glucose because at Wachani. No, we are not. You better come in prepared. Come in prepared for 100-year contract. Hmm? And the whole world will know. 100 years contract. Ukisikia kama unachoka, if you feel like you are getting tired, lamba glucose. You take some glucose and we move on. There is no separation. So that is one thing. And like I said, my Gmail is esiwakago@gmail.com. If you are willing to come and give your, oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, that is so bad. Essie, I am so sorry, and receive my virtual hugs. And if you want to speak with someone about it, you can talk to me, not necessarily in public, but depression is real, and depression that comes with relationships is real. And most people you see out there that are sick, or most people you see out there attacking other people, it is because of love scams. That is why I would want to have a series of love scams. If you would want to come here on this channel, we discuss about it, please come and discuss it here. You don't have to show your face. You can still come here and we hide your face and you tell people about it. We're going to create awareness. We're going to create awareness and help people who are going through depression from love scams heal. Because if you hear someone went through the same, you encourage yourself. You feel like I am not just the only one. If you would want us to continue with this series, that was my story. If you would want to come here, I can host as many people as possible, but one at a time. You don't have to show your face. You can come and give your story and we listen to you. Okay, that helps people to know that these are things that happen out there, and also to educate people about the red flags that you see and run Otengere yenye piyo. Run and call the government to help you run even more faster. Run away from that person, because the wound or the scar that comes from a marriage is bigger than a scar that will come from a broken relationship. You would rather break a relationship than a marriage. That's why I'm telling you, you marry me, we are investing so much money, buying glucose, because we are not gonna leave each other. We are not. If you feel tired, get some glucose and we move on. Hi, where are you from? I'm from Kenya, based in America. I got married in church in 2018. Essie, sure, I will talk to you, Essie. No problem. Hit my inbox. You can come to my Facebook inbox, or you can Gmail me at esiwakago@gmail.com. Hey bro, you not Muslim. Who are you referring to? I did not get the last message about Muslim. I'm not Muslim. I'm Christian. So you don't have to be a Christian, by the way. Religion is just it's slavery. You don't identify people or embrace people because of their religion. A human being is a human being, and I love them all. Whether you are Hindu, whether you are Muslim, whether you are Christian, whether you are not anywhere, whether you are a drunkard, whether you are a drug addict, I love you all, because I'm not here to judge anybody, and I'm not here to rate people with how they who they are. I am here to embrace people as they are, whether you are Muslim or not, whether you are a Christian, Hindu, whatever religion that you come from. We are all human beings, and we deserve love, So hit my Gmail, esiwakago@gmail.com. We're gonna be discussing about love scams right from the horse's mouth, and come, let us talk about these things so that we can encourage people that are going through the same. The reason as to why the world has become very toxic is because so many people have been hurt through love. When you get hurt through love, it is very, very hard to heal because love is sweet, and when it becomes sour, it is the worst. It is the worst poison. So let's talk about it. If you've been dumped unaware, talk about it. You can hide your face. You can decide to show your face if you want, like me. Me, I don't fear anything. There is nothing to fear. And me being the owner of the story, that is why I decided to bring it here so that you can hear. Even here in America, there are those scams. They are scams. And so unfortunate that they come from people that are your own. Like if we talk in terms of they are not even from the Americans. They are from people that you come from the same country, immigrants. Okay? So guys, let us link up as soon as I get a guest to bring on the next video. We will be back and we will talk about it. We have to create awareness. Love scams and how you know that is a red flag, when to run. When there was someone called Ken Rogers who sang that you gotta know when to run. You gotta know when to stop. Okay? So don't get too deeper into a problem that you can run away. Like I told you, if I got married to that guy in a house like he wanted, imagine me later coming to know we are many and I'm in a marriage, and I told you I cannot break a second marriage. It has to start by fire, by force. By fire, by force. You go cheat, I call 10 pastors, they come and deliver you. They soak you in a river of oil. They soak you because one can cannot be enough for you. They soak you in and they whip you. We continue. You're not going anywhere. So that is why I'm very much careful with dating. I'm still young. I'm not going to lie that I'm not going to date. I will date. But I am very careful. Most of these people are narcissists. Yes, they act like the victim. This guy of mine, the late, this guy, he portrayed all his relationships as a failure of the women he has had, the baby mamas. But I knew for real, I was aware, and I knew within me, you cannot be too good. You cannot be too good. But like I said, everyone deserves a second chance. And even a third chance, if they have made up their mind to be a better person. And I asked him, have you made up your mind to become better and to leave all what contributed to the failure of the other relationships? He was like, yeah, I have decided and I know what I want and I now want to settle down. My friend, some things need deliverance. If you are so much used to cheating, you need deliverance. And you need to go back to God so that you can have the fear to do it anymore. That is the only secret. We all have that thing. We can cheat. By the way, we can cheat. Anyone can cheat. It is something tempting. So if you as a man think you got tempted, I can also get tempted because I'm beautiful. And there are men there that can get me tempted. But what do? Keep yourself closer to God and run away from the devil. Stop having a chain of women around you. Like this guy, he doesn't have no single men as a friend. All his friends are women. So how do you stay close to meat and you don't eat the meat? How do you stay close to meat and you cannot eat the meat? Why are you tempting the devil? Some people are not even tempted by the devil. They themselves go to meet the devil to tempt him. Hey, devil. Hi, devil. Can we have some coffee, devil? You know. And you know very well, the devil will not be your friend. Thank you, Helen Kuria. We are not stopping to get married. No, we will get married. And never say that you will never get married because you are heartbroken. Why are you giving that person so much power to hold your future? That was the past. That is in the past. Why would you give that person who did not even respect you so much power to hold your future? They are narcissists. That is the truth. But you will do the worst mistake if you let that guy determine if you're gonna date again or not. He is nobody. She is nobody. I know even men have gone through this. And there is nothing that is as painful as realizing that you gave your heart to someone who went and boiled it for soup. And they are not even shameful. Yes, 10 pastors got you. Wajiko Muthoni. Such cases have made many men suffer from general perspective, can be treated. Oh yes, because today I really meet so many potential men from outside America. But the fact that they are good, they look good. Of course, every man looks good before you meet them. Every woman looks good before you meet them. But the minute you meet them and you start living close to them, my friend, the number plate changes. The number plate changes, and you start seeing the flaws. And everybody have got their own flaws. Nobody is perfect. Some people, now let me tell you something. If you ever meet someone who is not willing to be transparent, just run the first time, because transparency and a relationship goes together. If they're not willing to be transparent, it only means one thing: there is something being hidden. They are hiding something. Hi, Millicent Mwago, how are you? There is something being hidden. Me, I want us to talk about love scams, conmanship, love conmanship. And I want to hear people talk about it. I give my own story, and I'm not afraid to give it. And the reason to why I spoke about it, it got me so much. Like, atatu, 3 women atago. Kai, kotakyo either. Do either. You don't even, you do, kai. Nemuno. There are people, you meet men, this man is genuine, but because of the past experiences, you still doubt the guy. So the more these things get messed up, the more they mess up the generation, the society. And I know there are men out there that have stories. If you think you can talk about it, get to me through esiwakago@gmail.com. Tutatangaza hapa. You don't necessarily have to talk about their identity. You don't have to. If you choose to, it is your story. You can give it the way you want. You have the right of your story. Everybody got a right to their own story. You can write it the way you want. That's you. So, mi kitu nitawambia, one thing I will advise you. No matter whether you believe in God or not, please, keep your heart close to God, because He will reveal everything. Everything will be known to you through His Spirit. Huawei. Hi, Essie. I left 12 years ago, never looked back, and been single since ever. Apparently, once you get used to being alone, you enjoy your space. Nimeshindwa kudate tena. I don't blame you. But I would tell you, my friend, Huawei, please, never let a person who never even respected you, who never even loved you for real, dictate your future. Jipeane mtoto, upendwe. If you find someone who can love you genuinely, please, date them, marry them. Leave, my friend. This is your life. Stop letting other people dictate your life. They already dictated your past. They cannot dictate your future. My friend, jitoto jipeane. Yeah, if you find someone who can love you genuinely, why not? Never let a person who never respected you dictate your future. They cannot hold so much power to even make you to never ever want to date again. You can still date. You can still go in again and try it, because not all men will be like him. All women are not the same. But every woman has their own flaws. Every man has their own flaws. But iya kuchiti ni kujitakia. Cheating is by choice. Other flaws, like you don't like showering every day, you shower once a day, you don't like brushing your teeth. Those are petty things that can be corrected. But cheating, before you remove your clothes, cheating is a decision. It is a decision. And cheating is big because it is something that runs very deep, very deep. So let us be genuine lovers. If you want to love someone, only love them if you are genuine. Only love them if you are ready. Be mature enough. Stop being a boy. Stop being a girl and be a woman. Stop being a boy and be a man. Huh? You get equal respect of who you are. So some can only be respected as cheaters. What respect does a cheater have? Nothing. Nothing. And let me tell you this as I close. I heard somewhere that sexual sin or sexual immorality, it also makes your wealth to disappear. It can make you poor. Sexual sin can make you poor. Sexual sin, for those who have kids, and don't come to me talking about the grace. Grace can only help you to stay pure, not sexual immorality. Sexual sin, because this is a sin that you sin with the organs that are used for reproduction, it is very sensitive, very sensitive, very sensitive. The curses that you're gonna get through it, they can run through your generation. Let us be cautious. Let us be sensitive. Let us be spiritual. Stop living life just because. Life is spiritual. If you know, life is spiritual. My friends, let us talk later. I will bring people here, and every time I'll be posting who I'm coming up with a guest. I want people to talk about love scams. Why you stopped dating. Why you cannot date anymore. And that is where I come in to tell you, Tigoli Mu. You cannot stop dating because of a person who hurted you. No. They cannot dictate your past and future. No way. No way. You gotta go back and give your heart to someone else who is ready to date you. Guys, bye-bye. We're gonna talk later. We're gonna link up later. Thank you so much, guys. I am so happy that you are here. I love you so much. And every time that I be going live, I'll be posting ahead of time on my YouTube posts. You can read there, and also on my Facebook. Again, my Gmail account is esiwakago@gmail.com, and my Facebook page is esicago. Esicago. You can link up with me and we can talk about these things. We can host you here and you can tell people about your story. And remember, your story is your story. You own it. You own it, and you can tell it the way you want because it is your story. Okay? Bye bye, guys. It's about 1 here, and I know it's about 9 p.m. East African time. Thank you so much, Ruth Wangoi. I love your boldness message. Hit home, nothing but the truth. Truth will set you free. And until you know how to live in a true way, that is the time you will start living, because the rest of the time you live a fake life because you cannot side with the truth. So you are not living, you are faking it. I love the truth because the Bible says it shall set you free. It has set me free from so much, so much. There are things I cannot do even if you drag me, like cheating. I cannot cheat. And I'm saying this in front of the devil and God. I cannot. There is no way you can, even if you drag me, I cannot. Because I know And I learned how deadly that thing is. Yeah, you can learn something. You can learn something, Wajiko. Just keep it here. Bye bye, guys. Thank you so much.